Hey guys, we are back with, let's say, our final, or should we say, third installment of our Star Wars series. This is going to be the last one, and we're going to take a break for a little bit
Hello.
before we go
Yes.
to the prequels. Lem is here, and she's ready to give you her opinion. So we did watch, again, Return of the Jedi. This has my favorite. Always been my favorite. Um, and there's a couple good one-liners in this one. um I don't know. I mean, to me it was something because I saw this one in the movie theaters with my grandma, and I've told them, I go, that's just why it makes it just that little extra special for me.
Mm.
Back in that early 80s, I was alive. But we literally just finished it up, and it's fresh in our brains. And Lem is going to give you a little bit of her opinion
Yes.
because we're knowing that some of you guys are enjoying Lem's not knowledge. Is that it? So Lem, what did you
All
think?
right.
What, as we close out this trilogy, what do you give us your honest opinion of how you've enjoyed it or disliked it?
All right. So first of all, hello people, and thanks so much for tuning in again. Um. All right. Let's give an overview on this episode, and then I would say like my peace of mind on the
Oh,
first three we watched.
okay. Yes, ma'am.
So
Hmm.
I really enjoyed this one, this precise one. Um, Return of the Jedi. I got introduced to the Ewoks, which was actually really funny because I didn't know what they were. So um for
What?
me
Oh, a planet? Was it a planet
yeah,
Ewok?
exactly. So I was like a bit confused what it was. I thought it's a planet. Um Another thing that I was like, wow, okay, like even though throughout all those years I never knew that Luke and Leia were siblings. That was for me like, whoa,
Yes.
what? Uh,
Yeah.
Another thing was seeing Darth Vader without the mask and him actually dying was like, no, really. He
I
just
know, I
like
like
goes, like that's it,
you're like, "Is he dead? Is he dead?" You were like asking me. I'm
you
like,
know?
"Yep."
Exactly. And Yoda died as well in this episode. At the
Mhm.
beginning, was it?
Yep.
Around the beginning. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that was very, let's say, uneventful. Like, I
Mhm.
expected at least the death of Yoda be a bit, I don't know, different, and of Darth Vader, of course, be like a bit more eventful as well. And I had the feeling like maybe because we started watching them in a different order, I had the feeling like you can't get really attached to Yoda or Darth Vader.
Mhm.
I had a feeling like I mean I'm gonna see like when we watch the others, they wouldn't be dead yet, right? They will be
Very
shown.
good. Because
So
we
it's
will go to
probably
the prequels. Mhm.
yeah. I mean it's probably like they do get you not really precisely attached, but like yes, attached somehow to those characters before they kill them off.
Mhm.
For me, it was more like, oh, they're dead. Oh well, that sucks. you know, like you expect a bit more. But sorry, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, but I like this episode a lot.
Well, and you're right about Yoda, if I may interfere,
Yes.
because he wasn't in a lot, to be honest. And
No.
I loved him as a child, and I had an action figure of him and things
Mm,
like that. But you're right, I never really thought about it that way. That, people loved Yoda, but there wasn't a lot of him.
yeah. I mean,
You're
at
right.
least
You're right.
in this one. Yeah. So for me, it's like okay. Uh, okay, good. Like, but what still? Like, still, I was hoping like it would be more eventful, like killing such main characters off. But then again, like how much main character is Yoda, for example? He was like not really much visible in those 3 episodes at all. Darth Vader still, but I'm curious for the next episodes to see more of either, and of course more of what's his name, Obi,
I was
because
just gonna say
we didn't
Opie.
we didn't see
Exactly.
much of him either
Mhm.
because he died so fast. But then again, it's like the order of how we're watching them is just, you know. So,
Exactly.
but yeah,
Well, it'll be a whole different, you know, when you start back, because you'll see Anakin,
yeah,
before he is turned to the dark side. You'll see why it happens.
mm,
You'll see, all these things. Because it blows my mind that you did not know that Luke and Leia were brother and sister.
amazing, right?
That's why I didn't say a word.
Mm,
Just like, I mean, you knew that Darth was,
yeah, Anakin,
Luke's, yeah,
father.
and his father. So, but you'll see, like I said, how it begins in the romance. But like I promised you, we are going to skip Phantom Menace
Yes, thank you.
because you did see that
Yeah, I
and
watched it.
you were
Just
you just were
bored.
bored. And it is. I'm going to give you that. I've said it every podcast that it was probably the worst.
Yeah.
And then 7, 8 and 9 are a give and take for me also.
Mm,
Um, but you kind of gotta watch them
okay.
because I still want her to possibly, if she enjoys them, to watch like Mandalorian
Mm,
and I would say the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan. These were all shows on Disney Plus, which
mm,
I think because you'll be able to put even more things together.
yeah.
That's how amazing they've done these things, you know, um, and to wrap it up into the story. But what else did you think? Was there any parts that you enjoyed, or what made so you believe was this your favorite out of these three?
That's what
Would you
I'm
say?
thinking. Like,
Uh,
definitely more than the first one. Now I'm
yeah,
thinking between the second and this one.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, yeah, I
Would you
like
say
this
there
one.
was? Do you think there was a little more action too? I
Yeah,
mean, because look
and
at the
with
whole
the
beginning
Ewoks
with
and
Jabba.
with Java. Yeah, exactly. Like
Don't
with the,
forget Jabba. That was the whole beginning,
that that's true. That's true. That was like it.
Mhm.
There's lots of things that happened throughout this whole
Yes.
episode.
Mhm.
You got more insight of many characters, like Java, for example,
Mhm.
and the Ewoks. This whole, like it's just so much more that happened. More action, and with Lando as well. Like they had him more
Yep.
visible as well throughout this episode than the
Mhm.
last one. Mm, and the Emperor, we got to see the Emperor
Yep.
and have a bit of background information on how this went, with him and Anakin as well, or Darth Vader in this case.
Yes, he did not want to be known as Anakin anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's like I like
like
I just you crack me
Darth
up like,
Vader.
yeah, is he dead?
Yeah,
I'm
is
just like
he dead? Like, this is it, like, and yeah, like how it went with the Emperor. Like, I'm like, he's just like electrocuting Luke. I'm like, his dad is basically standing next to him, and he's just like watching, and every
I
time
know.
taking a glimpse, I'm like, are you freaking
I,
interfere or
I
what?
know. She's sitting there going, are you gonna help him?
Yeah,
I'm like trying not
like
to laugh as
have this type of twist in the story, like he
yeah.
interferes and kills the Emperor and saves Luke, and then it's like a nice father son moment or something. And then they just kill him off. I was like, okay, that is sad. Like, I was hoping for a bit more, like, not romance, but like a more of an emotional scene,
Mhm.
or more like a get together between them,
A get
after this.
together. Him
Yeah.
and Leia and their father. Woo! They run off into the field with flowers, holding hands.
Oh, imagine.
No, but and then I explained to her, well, she needs to see the prequels to see how, Darth gets to this. And
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh my God, why does he look like that?" She has no idea, people. So we're gonna keep that,
She doesn't know. No, I don't
she
know.
she's gonna see again. She knows that Natalie Portman is, Anakin's love interest, who's, Padme. She was Queen Amidala in the first one, but we're not gonna go back to the
Okay.
first one. And she was the queen then, but it'll be interesting. I'm excited for, these two too, because you are going to see more Obi-Wan, you're going to
Mm.
see more Yoda, you're going to see
Yeah.
Anakin.
Yeah, that's gonna be
But that.
interesting.
So, for your opinion, did you enjoy your first trilogy
Yes,
of
I did.
Star Wars? You
I
can
definitely
say
did.
that that was good. Would you ever watch them again if there was like a party going on, or you got to
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
and relax? Because it's hard just for us to even watch a movie sometimes, as we can
I
see,
know.
because of the babies, and it's hard for you, but you did get a lot of good time to
Yeah.
be able to watch and enjoy it.
Yeah, I would definitely like rewatch them if I was given the option to like not do like a full movie marathon
Oh
because
yeah, like a
I've
whole day's worth.
I've done that halfway with Lord of the Rings before.
Oh God.
Um yeah, I could watch those movies over and over. But like yeah, I could look give me a bit of like, a week where I could just go through movies and actually like, focus a bit more.
Yeah.
Um have them in good quality. Yeah,
Now,
why not?
good
It would.
good quality. As we're watching them.
Oh,
Well, it is. I mean, the sound. There's nothing better than seeing them in the theater.
yeah, of
And
course.
when they were replaying them and they remastered the Star Wars, that was in the 90s, right before they came out with the prequels,
Mm.
and they played all of them over again in the movies.
Oh,
And to relive that,
yeah.
in the movies, as I was an adult by now, I was in my 20s,
Mm.
seeing this and hearing it,
Yeah.
because there is nothing like hearing, a TIE fighter go by, or what's the sound they make?
The what?
Any of that sound that you like to make. Your pew pews.
Pew pew.
Your pew pew. And there was a lot of pew pews with the AT-ATs and stuff,
Yeah.
on Endor this time. But it's one of my favorites. And of course, the Ewoks, you just get used to them,
Yeah, they're
being
cute.
cute little fighters. And they were helping the humans, should we say, um, get rid of, and then the
The
Emperor. So,
stormtroopers, yeah.
and the Stormtrooper. But I really wonder, if the Emperor is dead. Hmm.
Depends.
I wonder. Yeah. I guess we'll have to, find out
Yeah.
later. But I won't let anything go, because that's later.
Uh-huh.
We have to watch the prequels first. Well,
Okay.
I'm happy that you enjoyed them, and we were able to, you know, watch
Yeah, they
together
were
as best as we
definitely
could
good. Mm.
from as you keep saying, across the
Across
ocean.
the ocean.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, they were good. They were good.
Well, as long as you give it, this is a 2 thumbs up for you.
Yep.
Okay. So we will take a break from Star Wars right now,
Oh yeah.
and we're going to be watching something else to give. Should we tell them what
We
we're going to be
could.
watching?
Yeah, we
I
could.
mean,
If anyone's
we're going to,
interested.
yes, we're going to be starting season. Oh, poor baby. We're going to be starting season 4 of You.
Yeah.
That's on Netflix. So if anybody's been watching that, I hear this is another nut. I mean, it's crazy, and I hear somebody is back. So,
Yeah, I've
if you
heard
guys
that as well.
did you?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't
Okay.
want to say anything to you.
Well, I didn't say anything to you. Remember I told you? One of my friends said something. I'm like, no! I'm like, don't tell me.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised. I
Yeah, yeah, I
hate
know, me
knowing
too.
ahead of time. So, well, we both know who's going to be there, but we won't blow it for anybody. So if you want to watch that, that's what we're going to be, podcasting probably. I don't know if we'll get the whole season or there's going to be two little
I
jumps
think it's
again.
half, yeah,
Yeah,
halfway.
just like Firefly was.
Yeah.
But Firefly's not until like June or something.
Yes,
So,
something like that.
yeah. And I don't even want to go there because
Ugh.
I'm upset with that right now too.
Yeah. All right.
But I hope you guys enjoyed our first 3 episodes of
Star
Star Wars.
Wars.
And she finally got to see it. And I'm just so happy I was able to share something I've loved since I was a kid
Mm,
with you.
yeah. Definitely worth watching.
So thanks, guys.
Thank you for
Stay
listening.
tuned. We'll do some more, but we're going to take a break. And if you want to watch you and then chat with us about it in another 2 weeks,
Yep.
do it.
Do it.
Hit the buttons, bells, subs, likes.
And
Give us
we'll
some
see
love.
you next time.